Libra, welcome to your twin flame reading here at Soul.evolution.tarot. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're going to come across this reading, trust that there might be a message for you. I'll be looking at your divine masculine, current energies, your energies towards them, and the connecting energy for you both. Also, I'll be pulling some oracle cards and messages from your divine masculine. I want you to be open-minded and understand that some of the messages might be triggering, but if you have been on a twin flame journey for some time, you should know that this is part of your journey to healing and aligning your energies in order to come into this union. However, I'm going to remind you that not all twin flames are meant to be in a physical, romantic union, so just keep that in mind. You are already in union in a higher dimension, and separation is an illusion. Since it is a general reading, please take whatever is resonating and leave the rest behind. Cross watchers are welcome. Other than that, this reading is for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you will feel guided to exchange energy on this channel, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, or click notification bell in order not to miss any of my future readings. Okay? This really helps me to grow my channel, and I'm truly grateful for all of your support, feedback on this channel, guys. Okay, so now let's get into your reading, Libra. My spirit guides that do no harm to me or through me for the highest and greatest good of all, please come with clear guided messages. So think about your divine masculine, and we're going to see what current energies are surrounding them at this time. So let's see what might be going on. Okay, we do have two cards. The first one came out as the Compassion card. Okay, the other card is the Player card. And let's get one more. And we have higher dimensions. Okay, interesting. So what I'm getting for this divine masculine is that with this Compassion card, I feel like this might be your energy towards this divine masculine, and this time I feel like you divine feminine have this compassion towards them, and perhaps understanding why they're behaving in such a way, let's say, or perhaps doing certain things, because we do have the Player card, which indicates that this divine masculine is probably acting out more from their ego space rather than their heart, and there might be a type of masculine where right now at this point on their journey they're not actually aware of this connection, or they might be avoiding their feelings and acting like there's nothing happening between you two. There also might be this dynamic where this divine masculine is actually afraid of having some sort of commitment, whether it's with you, or I feel like in general they might have been or still have a person where they might get into a relationship, but they're not fully being vulnerable. They're not being open about how they truly feel. So there is this, I feel like they're acting out from their shadow self at this moment, and that is why we have higher dimensions. I feel like you guys have very strong connection on a astral plane. You might be getting a lot of dreams or signs in regards to this masculine, and I feel like they are too. So spirit is really guiding them to really be you know, more conscious about this connection, to awaken them. But I feel like they're still in this process of perhaps releasing this player energy that they might have been in for some time, okay? And I strongly feel like this compassion might be coming from you, Divine Feminine, where you might know that this Divine Masculine is just not ready for this union because they're still stuck in some sort of, you know, this, you know, dark side of their shadow self, and not willing to perhaps accept what this connection is at this moment, okay? So that's what I'm getting. But let's take a look and see, let's get some tarot and see what is actually happening when it comes to their mental space in regards to you, Divine Feminine, and this connection. So let's take a look and see. So we do have the 10 of Cups coming through. I'm sorry about the background noise. My neighbors are doing some sort of renovations. We do have the King of Wands, and we do have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. With the 10 of Cups, I feel like this Divine Masculine, they do actually see this connection in you, Divine Feminine, as something that brings them a lot of emotional fulfillment. However, there is this feeling of being stuck or restricted, perhaps in some sort of circumstances, okay? Or it could be even their own mind that is really trapping them from fully accepting this connection, from fully, you know, being aware of what is really going on. So this 8 of Swords might really indicate that. Now they're here coming off as the King of Wands, even though King of Wands might be someone who's very, you know, passionate and very attractive, I would say. So I think this Divine Masculine really knows that they attract, you know, they attract you and other people with their personality. Perhaps they know how to, you know, be very charming. And it's interesting because they're here shown as the King of Wands. Usually the player type are represented with the Knight of Wands, but they're here as the King of Wands. So it tells me that they are in their power at this moment. However, I don't feel they're using this power properly, okay? Because I feel like there's still some as I said, this mental confusion that they might be experiencing, and perhaps not seeing what this connection is all about. So they're pretty much wearing a blindfold, perhaps. You know, they're being very stubborn and not wanting to acknowledge, okay, that you guys share something special together, and they're just maybe looking at this relationship from a very shallow perspective, where they might be very physically attracted to you, even though they do get this emotional fulfillment with you. However, I feel like they're not completely acknowledging or understanding how deep you know, their feelings are at this time, because they're not fully awakened to this relationship, to this union, okay? But let's take a look and see what is actually going on in their heart space at the moment. So when it comes to you, Divine Feminine, and this connection. Okay, and this card wanted to come out. We do have the King of Pentacles here. We have Death card, Major Arcana. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune, another Major Arcana. Interesting. So in terms of their feelings, let's see here. So King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable. So I feel like let me see, because we do have the Death and the Wheel of Fortune. So perhaps this Divine Masculine is actually acknowledging that I feel like they're starting to realize that they might be having some deeper emotions for you at this time, even though maybe in the first place they didn't want to really accept the truth of it. But now I feel like with the King of Pentacles being here, I feel like they're becoming more grounded and stable within their own feelings. So I do see there was some sort of major transformation within their heart space with the Death card. So perhaps they are going currently through this big transformation, okay? And we also have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it is something that is actually meant to happen, and there's this big shift and change happening within their heart space. So I feel like this Divine Masculine is currently going through this big transformation, and maybe now they're just starting to really acknowledge and understand their own feelings, okay? And perhaps starting to slowly waking up to what this connection is all about, okay? And their feelings towards you, Divine Feminine. I feel like they do want to have these very stable feelings for you as this King of Pentacles, okay? And since again they are represented here as the King energy, I feel like this Divine Masculine has matured, okay? Maybe you've been dealing with this Divine Masculine for quite some time, but I feel like now they're actually stepping into this emotional maturity, whereas before maybe they've been acting as this player and they weren't really sure what they wanted from life, what they wanted from you, Divine Feminine. Maybe they've been acting like a player before, but I feel like things are starting to shift and change, and they're becoming more emotionally mature. They're becoming more stable within their own energies. So this is actually really positive. Now let's take a look and see what might be shifting for this Divine Masculine. Okay, so what else might be shifting for them in the near future? We do have the Strength card and another Major Arcana. We have Knight of Swords coming through, and let's grab one more. And we have the King of Swords. So look at that, another king coming through. So definitely, I feel like this Divine Masculine is going through a big transformation where they're finally, stepping into their power. They're maturing, they're learning on this journey. Perhaps I get a strong sense that this Divine Masculine was really afraid to perhaps be in any sort of commitment, okay? Because usually a player type personality is when someone is afraid to be fully committed to someone. So I feel like now, because of this Death card and the Wheel of Fortune, now this Divine Masculine is transitioning and being more committed to the situation. To you, Divine Feminine, they're realizing a lot. They're having big epiphanies about this connection. However, there's still a small aspect within themselves, within their own mental space, where they're really afraid of letting go, perhaps, of their old ways of behavior. Okay, but now with the Strength card, King of Swords, and Knight of Swords, I feel like in the near future, this Divine Masculine is actually going to be really gaining their own strength, courage, and really stepping into their power by, being responsible perhaps for their own actions. And I feel like they might be wanting to come forward with this Knight of Swords to communicate and express perhaps their truth to you, Divine Feminine. So I do see there's big shift happening for this Divine Masculine in the near future, where they're going to be getting courage to really speak their truth, to see clearly what this connection is all about. So a lot of I see a lot of positive shifts happening for this Divine Masculine. I feel like they're really now they're almost becoming this Emperor. So we have 3 kings coming through for this Divine Masculine. The only king that is missing is the King of Cups. Okay, so but I feel like they're slowly getting there, and once they'll be able to achieve and really align their own energy, that's when they're going to be in this Emperor energy, and that's when they're really going to be ready for this divine union. Okay, but they're really doing a lot of work on themselves right now, and I feel like they're leaving behind this player energy behind. And I feel you, Divine Feminine, really have compassion and patience towards this Divine Masculine, because you know that before they just weren't ready, and no matter what you did perhaps in this connection, they just couldn't see, they couldn't understand. But now things are starting to really shift and change for this Divine Masculine. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Now let's take a look and see for you, Divine Feminine, what is happening for you, what's happening in your mental space when it comes to this Divine Masculine. Okay, let's see. We have the Chariot, Major Arcana. We have Strength card, okay, on your side as well, Divine Feminine, and another Major Arcana. And we have 7 of Inspirations. Okay, let's see. So when it comes to your mental space in regards to your Divine Masculine, I feel like you are trying to be strong. Okay, you know that maybe you've been through a lot with this Divine Masculine, and I feel like with the 7 of Wands, there was a lot of challenges when you had to face with your Divine Masculine. But I feel like with the Strength card, you have the ability to overcome any challenges when it comes to this connection. And with the Chariot, I'm just really sensing that you're just waiting to finally for this Divine Masculine perhaps take some sort of action, or just really move this connection forward. But even though you do have this desire, you're still trying to hold yourself back and allowing this Divine Masculine to fully develop into this Emperor, right, energy, because you know that perhaps before they were not ready, they were really immature, and they needed this time to really heal, they needed this time to grow and evolve, and that's why you have a lot of compassion and understanding towards them. But you're still really wanting for some sort of movement to happen. Maybe there was a lot of stagnation in this connection for a very long time, and you're just really hoping that soon you're going to see some movement, perhaps some sort of action from your divine masculine. So that's what I'm really seeing. But I feel like you are strong. You are knowing that when the time is right, this divine masculine is going to approach you, when they're fully going to be aligned with their own energies. Okay. Now let's take a look at your heart space, divine feminine. What is happening in your heart space towards your divine masculine? We do have 3 of Swords coming through. We do have the 2 of Cups. And the Tower. Oof. Okay, so when it comes to your emotional body, emotional space, heart space, I feel like you're still struggling a bit with this heartbreak in regards to this connection, because we do have 3 of Swords and 2 of Cups. So even though this is your divine masculine, but I feel like maybe in the past this divine masculine has really hurt your feelings, and I feel like you're still holding on to this 3 of Swords energy. And it's really difficult for you to release this energy, to let go. Perhaps you have some sort of resentment, but you realize that you need to heal this aspect, okay, in order to be fully aligned. So there's still this energy of being heartbroken, of going through this pain within your heart space. And then we have the Tower moment. So again, I feel like you're really wanting to break free from this lower vibrational energy, because you know that it's not serving you, but it might be really difficult for you to release. So if you haven't done your shadow work, if you haven't really, you've been avoiding to process this pain, then divine feminine, you really need to work on this aspect, because mentally I feel like you are in much better space in regards to this connection, but in your emotional body and your heart space, you're still going or holding on to this pain. Okay, so you do need to release this pain from your heart space. Okay, now let's see what might be actually shifting for you and in your future, divine feminine. Okay, we do have the Moon, major arcana. We have the 4 of Swords. And we do have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so we do have 1 major arcana here, the Moon. So I feel there's still a lot of fears within your maybe even subconscious mind, divine feminine, when it comes to this divine masculine, because I feel like you've been through a lot when it comes to this connection, this divine masculine, and now you're having a lot of fears, but you really need to take time and heal yourself, because we do have the 4 of Swords, which is an indication that you're going to be going through a period of healing yourself, your heart space, really resting, and maybe allowing yourself to fully recover from what you've been going through. And now we also have the 9 of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment card. So I feel like in the near future there might be still a bit of fears surrounded this connection, but there's going to be a period for you where you're going to be really recovering and healing your heart space, and it's going to lead you to some sort of a wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're going to be much more stronger, you're going to be feeling much better. Perhaps there's things in your life that are going to be improving, and of course once you fully align your energy, maybe that's when this divine masculine is going to come forward, and perhaps you might be working through any challenges that you've been experiencing with this divine masculine. Okay, so I do see there's still a bit of maybe confusion or fear surrounded in your mind, divine feminine. However, you need to perhaps face these fears in order to overcome all of these energies and really step into this healing phase where you're going to be fully healing yourself, okay, from all the pain you're carrying in your heart space. Now let's take a look and see what is actually connecting energy for you both. So okay, so let's see, what's the connecting energy for you both at this time? Okay, so we do have the Page of Wands coming through. Page of Wands. We do have the Eight of Wands, okay, and the Moon again. Okay, another Moon card for you both. So I feel like with this Moon card here, you both are afraid of perhaps facing some things when it comes to this connection. So your divine masculine is also experiencing a lot of fears surrounded by this connection. Okay, maybe perhaps their own insecurities. But also what I'm getting with this Moon card is that we do have this higher dimension card, and since we do have the connecting Moon energy and strongly this Moon card on your side, divine feminine, I feel like you're very connected on the astral plane, especially when it comes to your dreams, because the Moon card is all about dreams. So you might be receiving a lot of messages in your dreams, like both of you, and especially you, divine feminine. So pay attention to your dreams. Perhaps there's an important information you might be getting, maybe some signs. So just really try to pay close attention to your dreams at this time, because it might be very significant. Okay, now we also have the Page of Wands and Eight of Wands. With these energies being here, I feel like you both are curious about one another. You really want to get to know each other more. There is this sense of really wanting to spend perhaps some time together. The Eight of Wands energy is like very fast moving energy, so I feel like you both want some sort of progression in this connection. And again, Eight of Wands is all about communication, so I feel like you both are wanting to communicate, to talk to one another. Perhaps you haven't been talking for so long, but I do get a strong sense that on both sides you're really looking forward to really having these conversations with one another. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for the connecting energies. Now let's move on to your oracle cards. So let's see what lesson your divine masculine might be working on at this time. So I will get one card for them, and then I will get one card for you, divine feminine. So what lesson your divine masculine is currently working on? Okay, so we do have the indecision card. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So this divine masculine is currently learning how to make right decisions that are really going to be serving them. Perhaps they're the type of person who might be struggling with making some sort of decisions in their life. And with this card being here, I feel like your divine masculine is learning how to recognize, use their intuition to make the right decisions in their life, okay, for their highest good. Now let's see on your side, divine feminine, what are you currently working on? What soul lesson you're going through? We do have the self-esteem card. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. This is beautiful. So with the self-esteem card, I feel like maybe you've been struggling with, knowing your worth, seeing your value, really having this courage, this self-esteem within you, divine feminine. So you are learning to be more in your power, recognizing how special you are. It does talk about some gifts that you might be having, and that you might be wanting to sharing them with others. So it's also part of this journey and soul lesson you're going through. So that's beautiful. Now I do want to get a few cards from this energy oracle. So again, one for your divine masculine and one for you. So what else we need to know at this time? Okay, so number 32, door to spirit. Okay, so your divine masculine is currently being guided by spirit to actually really become more conscious, more maybe spiritual. Okay, and I feel like spirit has been really guiding them in this direction. So this is what your divine masculine is currently going through. So they're slowly, and I do see a big progression happening for this divine masculine. As I said, maybe before they were really acting from their ego space when they were in this player energy, but I feel like now they're starting to perhaps truly accepting that this is not actually who they are in truth, in reality, and they're being more open to this concept of perhaps acknowledging some things within themselves, facing their own shadow self, and working through their things that they need to work through, like their soul lessons at this time. So it's really positive to see this happening, because it's really telling me that your divine masculine is actually putting in the work and effort, and they're slowly, maybe it takes some time, but they're slowly moving into the right direction in order to be closer to this union and to be with you, divine feminine. Now we do have the sun card for you, divine feminine. Beautiful. So this is just very high vibrational energy. I feel like you are stepping into this place of harmony, of in inner peace and just happiness in your life. I feel like you, divine feminine, are maybe if you have struggled with a lot of difficulties in your life, I feel like now there's going to be a period for you where things are going to be illuminated. Perhaps if you had some confusion around this divine masculine or this connection, and I feel like you'll be getting perhaps some intuitive insights, or there's going to be an illumination. So also the Sun card talks about maybe some sort of, you know, awakening. So maybe you're might be stepping into the next phase of your awakening, and I just feel very positive vibes from this card. There's going to be a lot of happiness, a lot of joy in your life. So you're really stepping into this beautiful, you know, energy for yourself. Okay, and I feel like things are really are going to start you know, unfolding and improve for you, Divine Feminine. So that's beautiful. So it is the Crystal Spirit Oracle. So I just wanted to pull one card for you to really see what crystal might be helpful at this time. So let's see what comes up for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, we have Lapis Lazuli, number 30th. Okay, I actually have this crystal. I'm going to show it to you. It is this one right here. Okay, so this is the Lapis Lazuli crystal. Let's see the relationship message. Let me find it. So it is number 30. Okay, page 109. Okay, so the essential meaning of this stone is spiritual truth, enlightenment, meditation, unity, consciousness, and inner vision. Okay, now the relationship message. So here it is. All of us arose from the same liquid soap of potential when the earth began to take form. And you, like everyone, are made of the stuff of stars. You are intermingled within the creation of all life, and Lapis Lazuli Spirit is here to remind you that you are never alone, and you don't have to figure out this life stuff by yourself. Lapis Lazuli Spirit can help you learn through relationships with others and through tapping into the universe for higher wisdom and insights about those experiences. Sometimes it takes being around people with a different perspective to start to better understand yourself and what you most deeply value. If someone in your life today gifting you with a new perspective and insight that can help you on your healing path. Look around, for the conscious universe wants you to experience enlightenment, not to be in the dark repeating the same old patterns. Often change agents are sent your way to encourage you to make that shift you promised yourself you would make. Open up to the idea that allies can come in forms you might not have expected. Okay, so this stone is really helping you on your spiritual journey to really opening up your conscious. Okay, and it does talk about perhaps seeing a different perspective, and other people might be, you know, really helping you seeing a different perspective when it comes to perhaps this connection. So just be aware of that. Sometimes we might be stuck, perhaps seeing the situation one way, but then, you know, someone comes in and really, you know, it really helps us see that maybe we're just, you know, having this tunnel vision and there's actually more sides to the situation. So just really be open, and if anybody has any good advice for you, then really keep this in your mind. Okay, this might really help you be more aware and conscious when it comes to perhaps dealing with the situation that you're going through right now. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with this card. Now let's move into your Divine Masculine messages for you, Divine Feminine. So what would they actually want you to know at this time? Let's see. Okay. If I can pick this up. So we do have, I need to hear my inner child, okay? So this divine masculine might be still struggling with overcoming something that, you know, that was really triggered along this journey, these wounds that might have been, you know, that this oh my god, if I can talk, that this divine masculine might be carrying from childhood, okay? So again, I get the sense that they might be really afraid of being committed or having some sort of commitment, and it all comes down to, you know, these childhood wounds that they might be having, or previous you know, experiences in life that really created this these wounds within themselves, okay? So they're working on this aspect, and I feel like you know, they're doing a great job overcoming and really, you know, healing that part of themselves. However, you know, you might want to be, you know, compassionate towards your divine masculine. Doesn't mean you need to sit and wait around for them until they're going to show up in your life, but perhaps send them some compassion and healing, okay? Because they're really going to feel this energy from your divine feminine. Okay, what else? We also have, I'm stuck in a karmic relationship. So maybe this divine masculine has someone, and there's, you know, kind of stuck in that situation for now, even though they might be wanting to, you know, get out of it, but maybe there are certain circumstances, and we did see the Eight of Swords here, so there might be a situation where this divine masculine is still dealing with their karmic partner, okay? So what else? We also have I want you back in my life. So they are wanting you, divine feminine, back in their life, perhaps even you know, as a friend or as someone you know, they can you know, probably have in their life. If it's not romantic, I feel like they still want you to be there, okay, in any form. So I feel like they're really struggling with this at this time. And let's get one more. And we have, you intimidate me so much, I can't face you right now. So there's something within your energy, divine feminine, where perhaps, you know, they can't face at this time. Maybe you are triggering so much of their wounds or other aspects where it's just too much for this divine masculine, and they are realizing that they can't face you at this moment, okay? Or perhaps they're really acknowledging that perhaps, you know, they made you go through this pain and suffering, and now they're really afraid to face you at this time. But overall, I do see you know, big shift happening for your divine masculine, okay? And for you, divine feminine, you're finally going to heal yourself. You're really stepping into this a happy place for in your own life, I feel. That's really going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness, okay? And your divine masculine is, you know, on the right path to really opening up to, you know, opening up to this connection to spirit, and allowing themselves to heal any aspects, okay, that they've been avoiding before. So I do see, you know, a lot of things happening for you both at this time. So, you know, just try to be you know, more compassionate towards them, have more faith in this connection. But as I always say this, don't don't sit and wait around for this masculine. Just keep living your life and having those amazing experiences that you might be, you know, having in your near future. Okay, and I feel like things will start to speed up for you too. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear Libra. I hope I gave you some clarity. So let me know, maybe leave me a comment if it's resonating. If not, check your moon, rising, and Venus signs, and I will see you guys in my next readings. Okay, take care.